And it looks like we're back on. We missed the end of the first inning, but we'll go ahead and catch you up right now. Edward Waters got 2 runs in the top of the first, a walk to Jasmine Lamung, followed by a 2-run inside the park home run down the right field line by Kyla Gardner. Trinity Baptist came to bat in the bottom of the first and went down 1-2-3. The big play of the inning, right fielder for Edward Waters, Jemiah Holmes, took a line drive off the bat of Crystal Haynes and threw Haynes out at first to start the ball game. Jordan Hartung then went down on strikes, and Katie Gooden grounded out to the pitcher. And that's where we stand as we get ready for inning number 2. Again, we appreciate your patience. And we'll get everything all caught up for you. Right now it is Caitlin Lamung at bat for Edward Waters. She's hitting an even .400, 4 for 10 on the season. She has also driven in a pair of runs. Cheyenne Simmons with the first pitch of the second inning, and she gets the inside corner for a strike. Simmons allowed just the 1 hit, but she walked 3 in the inning. That was in the top of the first. 2-0 Edward Waters. And Simmons is ready, and this one is right on the inner half of the plate. And she's ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Had a chance to meet head coach of Edward Waters, Mr. Brian Daly, before the ball game. What a very nice gentleman he is. The 1-2 is swung on and fouled back into the net, and the count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Technology is wonderful when it works correctly, but you know, when you're dealing with wireless internet, weather sometimes interferes. We believe that's what happened, and that's beyond our control. Hopefully it won't happen again. No balls, 2 strikes, and the fastball misses low for ball 1. Of course, Edward Waters from downtown Jacksonville, just 7 miles away. Fans now coming in to enjoy the ball game here tonight. Simmons ready with the 1-2, and this one misses low, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2. And Simmons delivers, and there's a tapper foul. Pitching for Edward Waters, Milani Sablan. And Josh lets us know that in the first contest of the season, Milani Sablan pitched the second perfect game in the modern era history of Edward Waters University softball in a 3-0 win. And there's a line drive foul out of play. That was over Payne College, a team that Trinity Baptist also defeated in its season opener as well. Congratulations, Milani Sablan. I've seen you pitch, and got to admit, I cringed a little bit when I saw your name on the lineup card today, hoping that you might take today off. Here's a 2-2, and that one misses upstairs, and that's ball 3. As Milani Sablan has been a terrific pitcher for Edward Waters. Three balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch from Simmons. Round ball up the middle and a base hit. And for the second inning in a row, the Tigers have the leadoff hitter aboard. That one hit pretty sharply. Simmons made an effort, but that ball got by her in a hurry. So credit Lamung as she's aboard. That's a second hit by the Tigers. And it brings up Passion Mills. Lamung at first. Mills shows bunt, gets it down. That's right on the line. Haynes will throw to first. They will get the out on a good defensive play. That's a sacrifice bunt and a 5-3 on the putout, putting Caitlin Lamung at second base. Lamung was off on the pitch as well. She's 1 for 1 in stolen base attempts. A nice bunt laid down by Mills, and she came close to beating that one out. Good arm by Haynes to get the out at first. But a runner at second now with 1 out for second baseman Lane Swain. Sane hitting 6 for 20 on the season. That's 300 with 6 RBIs. Swing and a miss at the first pitch fastball. And Simmons has some good movement on her fastball so far today. It's tailing away from the right-handed hitters. Count of 0-1. And Simmons is ready, and the pitch, swing and a miss, and that changeup had Sane way out in front, and Simmons ahead 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runner at second base. Tigers batting in the top of the second, and Simmons winds and delivers on a high pop fly, and that'll hit the net, and it's out of play. Simmons tried to sneak a fastball past Sane after the changeup. Sane was able to make contact and keep it alive. Edward Waters has won all 14 matchups against Trinity Baptist College, dating back to 2019. Here's the 0-2, and a high fastball misses just above the zone. They have played a few very close ball games. Edward Waters able to get the win, and Edward Waters has put some runs on the board against us as well. Here's a 1-2, and ball 2 misses just below the knees to even up the count. Trinity Baptist enjoying its best season in its 5-year history. The only team so far to hit double digits in wins. That came down at Weber last Tuesday, win number 10. Here's a 2-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. That is strikeout number 2 for Simmons. And with 2 outs and a runner at second, top of the order is up. That's Jemiah Holmes. No official at-bat. She led off the game with a walk, but then was caught trying to steal second. Morgan Wells made an absolute missile of a throw. And Simmons ready, first pitch. Holmes flinched, but then took the fastball high for ball 1. TBC has 3 doubleheaders remaining in the regular season after tonight's play. Here's the 1-0. And that fastball is just a little bit outside. TBC's doubleheader against Florida State College at Jacksonville that was scheduled for tomorrow has moved to April 18th, still at FSCJ. The 2-0, and that fastball misses high, and that's ball 3. So after today, TBC's next games are against Southeastern University right here, then at Kaiser University, and we'll close out the season at Florida State College at Jacksonville. And that one caught the inside corner. So 3 balls and a strike. It's 3-1 to Jemiah Holmes with a runner at second and 2 outs and the pitch. And ball 4, a little low, and Holmes has drawn her second walk of the game. And walk number 4 issued by Simmons. And for Holmes, her 10th and 11th walks of the season. 2 outs. Runners at first and second for Jasmine Lemung, who walked and scored in the first. And Simmons ready, and the pitch. Fastball up and away. One ball, no strikes. Diana Simmons delivers, bounces one in the dirt. It gets by Wells. Both runners will advance. And Lemung took a big turn around third, thinking she might have a chance to score. Runners are now at second and third. That'll be a wild pitch charged to Simmons. Putting 2 in scoring position. There are 2 outs, but a count of 2 balls, no strikes to Jasmine Lemung. And Simmons takes a long look in and now delivers. And ball 3 misses up and away. First base is open, but then you have the number 3 hitter on deck, Kyler Gardner. So 3 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. Right down the middle, and Lamung was taking all the way. So a count of 3-1. And Simmons ready. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. Another good tailing fastball. So the count is full, and Simmons trying to keep 2 runners stranded in scoring position. And here's the payoff pitch. Line drive, base hit into right. 1 run will score. Here comes Holmes. A throw to the plate, not in time. And it's a 4-0 lead for the Tigers. That is a 2-run single for Jasmine Lamung. And both Caitlin Lamung and Jemiah Holmes score. Lamung had singled her way aboard. Holmes had walked. And that's going to be it for Simmons, as we're going to see a new pitcher, Allie Thrash, take over here in the top of the second. I'll tell you about Thrash in just a moment here on TBC Eagles. Well, Allie Thrash takes over with her team trailing 4-0. Thrash, 1 win, no losses on the season. And her first pitch is a changeup that is high for ball 1. 7.14 ERA, 16 2/3 innings pitched, 31 hits, 27 runs, 17 of them earned. Thrash has walked 9 and struck out 14. And a spinner that tails inside for ball 2. Thrash's win came against Miami Hamilton. She was the winning pitcher, and she herself put her team ahead 12-10 with a 2-run homer in that big 10-run 5th inning in the come-from-behind win. Line drive into center field. Rodriguez will field, but she will not have a play, and there are runners at first and second with 2 outs. Tigers are swinging the bats, and they're finding holes. It is Lamung at second, and Gardner at first. Tierra Peters at the plate. 0 for 1, went down on strikes in the first. Thrash's first pitch, low and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Tigers have gotten 2 runs in each of the first 2 innings and are still batting with 2 on and 2 out, and a changeup from Thrash dips a little too soon. That's ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. And ball 3 misses inside. Edward Waters will travel to Augusta, Georgia to play Payne College on April 9th. That will be a doubleheader. Then home against Allen University as ball 4 misses outside, and that loads up the bases. So Thrash comes in, and the Tigers get a base hit and a walk. Nowhere now to put Brooke Rice, the catcher, who walked her first time up. A doubleheader against Allen University on April 16th. Then Edward Waters will go to Allen University in Columbia, South Carolina on April 18th and finish the regular season at home against Clark Atlanta University on April 24th. Thrash having a little trouble finding the zone as ball one dips low and inside. My mistake, that was a strike. I did not see the hand come up like I do right there. So thank you, Rebecca, for letting us know. Rebecca Fountain is on camera here today. Dean is in his classes as he is this semester on Tuesday afternoons and into the evening. So Thrash, no balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch, a changeup, ground ball towards short. Gooden will field and go the short route and retire the side. 6-4 on the putout, but 2 runs for the Tigers on 3 hits and a couple of walks. And we go to the bottom of the second with Edward Waters leading 4-0. Bottom of the second and middle of the batting order due up for the Eagles. Brittany Fry, Tiana Hopkins, and Alicia Dial. Eagles put the ball in play in the first, but a terrific play from right field by Jemiah Holmes on the leadoff apparent base hit by Haynes. A 9-3 putout. We don't see very much. And a strikeout and a ball right back to the pitcher. So here is a newly engaged Brittany Fry. It's senior day. And after we did senior ceremony for Brittany, her boyfriend, again, I'm sorry, I do not know the gentleman's name, came out and proposed right out there at home plate where Brittany is standing right now. She takes the first pitch for a strike. Lonnie Sablon swings and fouls back and gets ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Eagles baseball is at Toccoa Falls College this Friday night and Saturday afternoon, a big NCCAA South Region matchup. It'll be against one of our best rivalries, Toccoa Falls College. That one slipped out of Sablon's hand and hit the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trinity Baptist welcomed NCCAA newcomer Fort Lauderdale this past weekend. Fort Lauderdale won both of those games, and in their first season of baseball, they are doing some damage. There's a drive down the line, but Fry got out in front of it and pulled it foul. You know she's pumped up. That ball cleared the fence, but we can tell right away that she got out in front of it a little too much, and it's 1-2. Fry is hitting .387 with 3 home runs and 15 runs batted in. She's second on the team in RBIs behind only Tiana Hopkins, and second in home runs as well. Fry's also drawn 9 walks. A high pop foul, and that one is out of play. Hey, what a catch by the fan out there in the bleachers. Barehanded, no glove, and a terrific catch by the Tiger fan. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Brittany Fry. It is Fry, Hopkins, Dial. If anyone gets on, Wells, Wilhoff, and Rodriguez. Line drive. That's a fair ball down the left field line. Fry will round first. She's going to head on into second, and the throw will be cut off. And Brittany Fry has a leadoff double for Trinity Baptist. Kept that one fair by just a couple of feet, and she gets TBC's first hit. That's her 6th double of the season. And so nobody out, and the bases having a runner at second. Tiana Hopkins, who's hitting .329, 4 homers, 27 runs driven in. She had a slow start to the season, but has really poured it on of late. And the first pitch from Sablon misses outside for ball 1. Hopkins, of course, we're going to keep on harping on that game-tying grand slam in the 7th inning at Weber International. I'll tell you, it is not easy to beat the Warriors. The 1-0, high pop foul. Weber International, they may have played since then, but last I checked, was 27-11 on the season, and they play in the best NAIA conference in the entire country, the Sun Conference, all throughout Florida and into South Georgia. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Hopkins is a fastball that misses away. And the count is 2-1. Eagles trying to get on the board and cut into this deficit. It's 4-0 as TBC bats in the bottom of the second. Fry led off with a double right down the left field line. 2 balls and a strike to Hopkins. And Sablon delivers, and ball 3 is upstairs. Alicia Dial on deck, who's been very impressive with a bat in her hands this season. All right, Hopkins is ahead 3-1. Let's see if she gets one to her liking. Wind is blowing out over the center field fence. Here's a 3-1. Ball 4 misses. Fry is going to take off, and she will get there without a throw. So that'll be a walk issued to Hopkins and a passed ball charged to the catcher. And the first walk issued by Milani Sablon. Eagles have runners at the corners with nobody out. And Alicia Dial at the plate. She's hitting .340, no homers, 8 runs driven in. And she's walked 6 times. Hopkins is 3 for 4 in stolen base attempts. First and third, let's see if the Tigers throw down with the big lead. If Hopkins were to go, Hopkins not going on the first pitch, and it's up and away. Edward Waters Baseball came here last Tuesday and took 2 from Trinity Baptist. So Tiger fans, you're getting to see your team a lot in the city of Jacksonville. Thank you to Josh Jackson for filling in last minute as I was unable to make that game here at Trinity. Here's the 1-0 and a fastball upstairs, and it's ball 2. Dial has drawn 6 walks, doesn't normally chase pitches out of the zone too much. Here's a 2-0, showing bunt, and Hopkins will take second base without a throw. The pitch was called a strike on the inside corner, and for Hopkins, that's her 4th stolen base of the season and number 25 as a team for the Eagles. They don't run a whole lot, but they've been caught only 1 time. 24 for 25, now 25 for 26. 2 in scoring position for Dial, who's ahead in the count 2-1, and Sablon delivers, and a high chopper to third. She'll look Fry back and make a perfect throw to first, and a really good play from Kyla Gardner. And she did the right thing by making sure that Fry had frozen at third base. So 1 out with runners at the corners and Morgan Wells at the plate. You want to talk about a tough luck hitter. That's what Morgan has been all season long. She's been stroking the ball only to keep having it get caught. 1 ball, no strikes. When she's found holes, she's done some damage. Wells is hitting .221, and she's driven in 13. That average doesn't tell how well she has really swung the bat. Swing and a miss, and the count even at a ball and a strike. In that 10-run 5th inning against Miami Hamilton, Wells tied it up with a 3-run double with 2 outs. And then Allie Thrash hit the go-ahead and eventual game-winning home run. Here's the 1-1, high pop-up. That's going to get out of play. And it's 1-2. Wells is a very aggressive hitter. She has struck out 13 times. She She has a chance to drive in 2. There is 1 out and a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sablon winds and delivers. Change up, had her out in front. And now there are 2 away. Excellent pitch by Sablon. That is her first strikeout of the game. She came in with 61 punch-outs in 65 innings, so almost 1 per inning. Kate Wilhoff at the plate. Left-handed hitter. Hits the ball on the ground a lot, and she has the speed to beat it out. Sablon's first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Fry led off with a double. Hopkins walked. Fry took third as the ball got by. Hopkins stole a base, and then 2 quick outs afterward. And Sablon a chance to get out of the inning without the run scoring. Wilhoff shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a strike at the top of the zone. Many of these softball umpires, they'll say strike, I can't always hear it, and then raise their hand a moment later. So sometimes I get a little ahead of myself. Here's the 1-1 to Wilhoff. Taps this one down, has a chance to beat it. The throw to first gets away. Fry scores. Here comes Hopkins. Wilhoff will stop right there. She had the throw beaten, so Kate Wilhoff will have herself an infield single and 1 run batted in as Fry scores. Hopkins comes around on the overthrow, and the Eagles have cut the deficit in half. It is now 4-2. One RBI credited to Kate Wilhoff. On the season, Wilhoff has now driven in her 6th run, and Elizabeth Rodriguez is at the plate with a runner at first and 2 outs. So a break for the Eagles. Inning stays alive, and if Rodriguez can reach, it'll bring up the top of the order. Rodriguez hitting .091 on the season. Swings through the first pitch for strike 1. She has walked 4 times and driven in 3. Left-hand hitting center fielder who has a terrific glove and a cannon of an arm. There's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chased one up and out of the zone in the throw to first. And Peters had to keep that one from getting into right field. Kate Wilhoff can run. She forced a rushed throw, beat the throw, did not take off, but the error allowed the second run to score. Here's the 0-2 to Rodriguez, a little tapper, and that should be an easy play, and it is for second baseman Lane Sane. TBC, though, gets 2 runs, only one of them earned on 1 hit and a couple of walks. Or check that, 2 hits and a walk. And after 2, it's 4-2 Edward Waters. Top of the third, Edward Waters leads 4-2, and the Tigers will have hitters 6, 7, and 8 due up. Valeria Johnson, Caitlin Lamong, and Passion Mills. Each team scored twice in a scoring inning. Edward Waters did it in both the first and the second. TBC came back with 2 in the bottom of the second. So it's 4-2 as we start the third. Allie Thrash starting her first inning of work from scratch, and she misses low for ball 1. I'm assuming it will be Lana Fletcher for Trinity Baptist in Game 2. No indication for Edward Waters, Game 2 starter. And that one hits the batter, and Johnson is aboard. And all 3 times, Edward Waters has gotten the leadoff hitter on base. That usually leads to a run or 2. Trinity Baptist got the leadoff hitter on in the bottom of the 2nd, and Fry ended up scoring the first of 2. Caitlin Lamung singled into center. Good solid shot right up the middle and ended up scoring her first time up. There's a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Johnson, in case you're wondering, perfect in 8 stolen base attempts. Thrash ready, here's the 1-0, and this one hits the batter on a changeup. And Thrash having a rough start to this 3rd inning. She has now hit the first 2 batters. Time called as Morgan Wells heads out to the mound, and it looks like Cheyenne Simmons will re-enter as the pitcher. So Allie Thrash hits 2 batters, and both of them are on base with nobody out. Passion Mills, Lane Sane, and Jemiah Holmes are the next scheduled hitters. And we'll pause right here, and we'll be back in just a minute. We are ready with the first pitch, and Mills squares around the bunt. Ball gets away from Wells, a throw to third, and that's going to allow a run to score. So that's going to be a pass ball charged to the catcher, and then an error allowing Valeria Johnson to score. And Caitlin Lamung advances to second and then to third on the same play. And it is 5-2. Mills with an RBI opportunity and a runner at third. And she bunts through this one, and the count is 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 run in. The hit batsman to start the inning comes in to score. Another one is at third base. Here's the 1-1. And a high pitch. Wells picks it up, has a chance to get the out. And the out is recorded. Lamung tried to sneak around the tag, but Wells able to get the glove on Lamung and get the out. So that's a 2 unassisted, 1 away. And a count of 2 balls and a strike. Base is now empty. Passion Mills at the plate. She had a sac bunt her first time up, so no official at bat. 2 balls and a strike and a pitch. And this one is slapped foul. And the count is even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And Simmons ready. And the 2-2 on the way. Chopper towards third. Haynes has a little trouble, and then the throw is in the dirt. And Mills is aboard, and that'll be an error on the third baseman. The second error of the inning for Trinity Baptist. Haynes cleans that, field that cleanly. She'll have the out at first. Mills can run. You give her an extra step, you're not going to get her. Here's Lane Sane, called out on strikes the first time up, and Simmons delivers, and this is outside, a throw to first, and the runner is back. So 1 ball, no strikes. Singh came in hitting 6 for 20, 300. Here's the 1-0. She shows bunt and fouls this one off. So a ball and a strike. 1 out, Passion Mills at first. The Eagles are giving the hitters a lot of room on the ground up the middle. Both middle infielders pulled a little towards the bags. Here's the 1-1. Runners going and a pop up. That's going to land safely, and Dial just couldn't quite get there in time. Hartung was doing her job covering first. If Dial had been able to make the catch, she might have had a chance to double off the runner. Mills, though, very alert herself, got back. There would have been a throw. It would have been close. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sane. And we'll see if Coach Daly still has her showing bunt with 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Yes, she is, and this one is fouled off, and that is strike 3. So that's a third for Cheyenne Simmons. 2 outs, runner at first for Jemiah Holmes. She has walked twice and scored once. And she hits the ball pretty sharply, foul down the left side. A few clouds have moved in, but not really the dark, thunderous clouds. Still very nice over the field. Again, we have rain in the forecast. Fortunately, it's held off for most of the part. And we had a few minutes, a little bit before game time, but nothing serious. All it really did was water down the field. No balls and a strike, and a bunt is popped up. Simmons will throw to first, and the ball gets away from Hartung. Here's Mills around third. No, she'll put on the brakes as a very alert Tiana Hopkins makes the play in right field. That's going to be an error on the second baseman, Jordan Hartung. That's a third error of the inning. Mills goes all the way first to third and had thoughts of coming all the way around. The throw had Holmes beaten. Hartung unable to hold on. Jasmine Lemung at the plate. 2-run single her last time up. And she takes one in the dirt. The throw will go to third, trying to catch Mills off the bag, but she's not biting. That's a stolen base for Jemiah Holmes. A whole lot of action going on. Jemiah Holmes just picked up her 8th stolen base of the season. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Not sure where that one missed. Maybe a little bit low, and that's ball 2. There have been no hits in the inning. 2 hit batsmen and 3 errors. Here's a 2-0. And a good swing by Lemung, and she fouled that one back and just missed, doing some big-time damage. She has a whole lot of real estate in right center and left center. Just like the middle infielders, the corner outfielders shaded over toward the lines. 2 balls and a strike. And Simmons delivers and misses low for ball 3. Number 3 hitter Kyler Gardner on deck. Three balls and a strike, and the pitch, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. That is the 5th walk allowed by Simmons. And it brings up Kyla Gardner. Nowhere to put the hitter now. The first pitch, ground ball towards second. Hartung will field, throw to first in time. One unearned run, but it's on the board, and we go to the bottom of the third with Edward Waters leading 5-2. 5-2 Tigers as Trinity Baptist comes to bat in the bottom of the third. Eagles will have the top of the order. Crystal Haynes, Jordan Hartung, and Katie Gooden. That could have been a big inning for Edward Waters. No hits. There were 2 hit batsmen and 3 errors, but only 1 run. So credit Simmons with limiting the damage. Crystal Haynes was robbed of a base hit. She actually put a line drive into the outfield, but a terrific play by Jemiah Holmes threw her out at first by less than a step, and she made a bullet of her throw. So Haynes 0 for 1, trying to start a rally here in the third. Sablon delivers and gets a good fastball on the outside corner for a strike. No balls and a strike. Lonnie Sablon, 2 hits, 2 runs, just 1 earned. And a high fly ball, pretty well hit towards center, but that one's going to be caught right on the warning track. Caitlin Lamong tracks it down, and she had it all the way, and there's 1 out. Haynes hit that ball really well. Wind is blowing out. Didn't quite get a lot of elevation on it, and Lamong made a really nice running catch. So 1 out for second baseman Jordan Hartung, is 0 for 1. Struck out her first time up, and Sablon delivers, and that one is up and away. One ball, no strikes. Now the wind is really starting to pick up, and it is blowing out over the center field fence. Here's the 1-0. Good fastball right down the middle. That one had some movement side to side on it, too. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hartung. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Hartung gave it a good rip. Came up empty. Eagles got 2 1 inning ago. Fry and Hopkins both scored. Edward Waters came back with 1 in the top half. And that one missed a little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tigers got 2 in the first and 2 in the second as well. So they scored in each of their first 3 innings. Two balls, 2 strikes on Jordan Hartung. And that one misses up and away, and that's ball 3. Count is full. Hartung trying to start a 1-out rally. Katie Gooden on deck, followed by Fry and Hopkins. It'd be great to have some base runners on when those 2 come up. Oop. Fortunately, the home plate umpire alert. Hartung didn't see the umpire sneak behind, and she was starting to take a little warm-up swing. All right, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sablon checks her sign. And here's a payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and out number 2, and the second one that Sablon has struck out. So with 2 outs, Katie Gooden at the plate. She grounded back to the pitcher her first time. Gooden trying to keep the inning alive for the heart of the batting order. Last year's NCCAA All-American. And the pitch. And she went a little too far on that one, so that's strike 1. Gooden, a slap hitter. Very good speed, has a terrific chance to beat out anything on the ground. 2 balls and a strike and the pitch. There's a chopper right at the third baseman, and that's going to be an easy play for Gardner, who was charging in, and the ball came right to her, and she has a good arm. So the Eagles go down in order in the third. After 3, it's 5-2 Edward Waters. We go to the fourth, and Edward Waters leads 5-2. They have 4, 5, and 6 due up. Tiara Peters, Brooke Rice, and Valeria Johnson. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third for Edward Waters, 2 in the second for Trinity Baptist. Between innings, the wind started really to pick up. Settles down a little bit now that we're ready to start the fourth inning. Cheyenne Simmons started the game, went out for reliever Allie Thrash, then re-entered in the middle of last inning. So Peters steps in, and the first pitch is low for ball one. Peters has struck out and walked so far. Here's a 1-0, and that one missed up and away for ball two. Peters, Rice, and Johnson, 4, 5, and 6. Peters came in hitting .395 with 32 runs driven in 29 games. The 2-0, and this one is fouled off, 2 balls and a strike. I don't care what level you're playing, if you have better than 1 RBI per game, you are doing some damage. 2 balls and a strike. And Simmons delivers. Ground ball right up the middle and a base hit. Not much Simmons could do. That ball was hit hard. And for the 4th consecutive inning, the Tigers have the leadoff hitter aboard. 5th hit allowed by Simmons. And it brings up the catcher, Brooke Rice. She has walked and grounded to short. And it looks like we're going to have a runner for Tiara Peters. See who's coming out of the dugout. Can't quite see who that is yet. It is Nia Williams, pinch running for Tiara Peters. Well, Peters did her job, got on base to start the inning. And now Williams at first. And a first pitch fastball right at the knees. Nia Williams, a junior from Tampa. Played her high school ball at Riverview High School. No balls and a strike. And this pitch is outside. Wells throws the first, but Williams is back in plenty of time. Brooke Rice came in hitting very nice .295. She has a runner at first, nobody out. And Simmons delivers and catches that inside corner. Again, a little bit of a late call, but it's 1-2. Williams is 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts. Here's the 1-2 from Simmons, and that one missed upstairs, and it's 2-2. Leadoff single by Tiara Peters, then the pinch runner, Nia Williams at first. She hasn't shown any indication of trying to steal just yet. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. And this one is fouled off into the net. Now even at 2-2, Valeria Johnson waits on deck. Diana Simmons looks in, gets the sign she likes, lines and delivers a 2-2. Good swing at a fastball, fouled straight back, and the count remains 2-2. Again, in case you've missed the announcement, tomorrow's doubleheader at FSCJ has been changed to April 18th. I believe that's a Monday afternoon, still at FSCJ. Here's a 2-2, and this one is in the dirt, ball 3, and that allows Williams to take second base, and that will be a wild pitch. So a full count to Brooke Rice. Now a runner at second and nobody out. Three balls, two strikes. Looper over the shortstop and on the ground. Wilhoff will pick it up, fire home, and ill-advised throw because Rice had stopped at first, and then the throw allows her to take second. Williams stops at third. She had to hold up momentarily to see if that ball would be caught. And there are runners at second and third with nobody out. Both runners had stopped. Valeria Johnson now a chance to drive in a pair. And this one misses up high for ball one. One ball, no strikes. Two singles to start the inning. And the 1-0. Good swing at a low fastball, and it's fouled out of play. Count even now at 1-1. One ball, one strike, and the pitch. Misses low and inside for ball two. The NCCAA South Region Tournament begins on May 3rd in Columbia, South Carolina. I believe that will be at Columbia International University. Here's the 2-1. And that one misses low for ball three. Johnson started to go for it and held up in time. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Swing and a foul tip right into the mitt. Count is full. Three balls, two strikes. Simmons ready, the payoff pitch. Ball four, low and outside to load the bases with nobody out. Brings up center fielder Caitlin Lamong, who has singled, scored, and been hit by a pitch. So 1 for 1 for Caitlin Lamong. Infield will play in and try to get the out at the plate. And fastball misses outside. Arms in the outfield are pretty good. Hopkins in right, Wilhoff in left, Rodriguez in center. One ball, no strikes. Wind has shifted a little towards right center. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball right down the middle. Count even at 1-1. Good crowd on hand, especially from the Edward Waters side. Line drive down the left field line. That's a fair ball. 2 runs are going to score, and the Tigers lead 7-2. Both Williams and Rice come in. Johnson stops at second, and Lamong has herself 2 runs batted in, as does Jasmine Lamong. That one right down the line, close, but it was fair. 3 singles and a walk to start the inning, and now Tiana Hopkins is trotted in from right field, likely to go warm up. Brittany Fry has come out of the dugout. She's heading to right field. Fry, the DP. Hopkins, the right fielder. Now they're switching places. The bases are loaded. Nope, not loaded now. First and second. Nobody out. 2 runs are in, and it's a 7-2 lead for the Tigers. And Simmons' first pitch. Ashton Mills shows bunt, then takes ball 1 high. Single to center, a single to left, a walk, and then a 2-run single to left. Mills 0 for 1, reached on an error last time up. Pops up the bunt attempt. That one's going to be caught. And there is 1 out. Both runners very aware, got back to the bags. Simmons makes the catch, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Lane Sane at the plate. She's gone down on strikes both times. Last time she tried to bunt and fouled off strike 3. And Simmons delivers and gets one right down the middle. Top of the order due up next. Jemiah Holmes in the on-deck circle. No balls and a strike. And a line drive foul towards the Tigers dugout, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And Simmons delivers, swing and a miss. She went outside and got Sane to chase, and there are 2 away. Not out of it yet as Jemiah Holmes is at the plate. She has walked twice, scored a run, stolen a base. 0 for 1 officially. And the pitch, strike on the outside corner. Eagles will have Fry, Hopkins, and Dial due up in the bottom of the 4th. No balls and a strike. Eagles trying to get out of the inning. And that one is wide, and that's ball 1. When game 1 ends, we'll stop the feed and we'll start up a new one right as game 2 is ready to begin. 1 ball, 1 strike. And this one is fouled off, and Simmons is ahead 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chance to end the inning right here. And the pitch. Ground ball towards short. Gooden will field, throw to third, and get the force. And that retires a side. Tigers, though, get 2 runs on 3 hits and a walk. The 2-run single from Caitlin Lemung gives Edward Waters a 7-2 lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Eagles coming up in the bottom of the 4th, trailing 7-2. Brittany Fry, Diana Hopkins, and Alicia Dial are the hitters. Lonnie Sablon has pitched 3 innings so far. 2 runs, just 1 of those earned. 1 walk, 1 hit, and a pair of strikeouts. Brittany Fry led off the second with a double right down the left field line and came in to score the first of the 2 runs. So Fry came in hitting .387. That was her 6th double of the season. She's also tripled once and homered 3 times. Wind is still blowing out, and the Eagles have the power due up at the plate this inning. See if they can cut into the deficit. It's tough to do against Milani Sablon, however. And the first pitch, good fastball, and Fry nods her head yes in agreement. Sablon 9-2 with a .215 ERA coming into today's play. She got a complete game win against the Eagles back on March 7th. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss at a tailing fastball. No balls, 2 strikes. And Sablon ready, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is out number 1 and strikeout number 3 for Milani Sablon. Brings up Tiana Hopkins. She walked, stole a base, and scored a run in the second. For Hopkins, that was her 15th run scored this season. Also her 4th stolen base. Time called. Now Hopkins ready. Well, let's thank the weatherman for holding the rain back. We're able to play this one. Here is the first pitch. And the fastball up and away. As I said earlier, Hopkins struggled first half of the season, but she has really come to life in the second half. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. High fly ball, but she got out in front. It cleared the fence, but well foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 of her 4 home runs right here on the home field. Number 4 down at Weber last Tuesday. Her first college grand slam. The 1-1 misses up and away. Trinity started that 7th inning trailing 6-1. They loaded the bases. Brittany Fry was hit by a pitch to make it 6-2. And then Hopkins delivered over the right center field fence. Here's a 2-1. Hard ground ball, but foul down the left side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And has also been drilling the ball to right field a lot of late, finding a whole lot of hits in the opposite field. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 3. 2 in a row now for Milani Sablon and 4 overall on the game. And we are joined by Edward Waters University. I keep wanting to say college, Josh, just out of habit. I have to force myself to say university. But Josh Jackson is now in the house, and we'll hook Josh up, and we'll say hello to him in just a moment. Sablani with their first pitch to Alicia Dial. Josh, how's I-10 right now?
I-10 is clear for now. It is clear for now, but it's early. So it is early.
Well, I'm sure you've been listening. You see your team up by 5. First year in D2. As Dial drills one down the left field line, that is a fair ball, and Alicia Dial will round first. She's going to head on into second, and she's going to have herself a 2-out double. Well, Josh, you should have come earlier. As soon as you walk in, we pop a double.
Yeah, but the one thing I know about Coach Bennett's ball club, they will not go down without a fight. They will go to the last swing. I remember the series last week against Weber International. They continue to just keep fighting and keep fighting. I mean,
I told you about that Miami-Hamilton game where we were down 10. actually 10-0, and ended up winning that game 17-10.
It's fantastic to see where this program has gone in such a short period of time. It got great leadership, and we know they're going to go and keep going until the last out is recorded.
And still a very young team, and they're gaining experience. They're getting better and better every year. This team's going to make some noise in the next couple of years. Morgan Wells at the plate, runner at second. First pitch misses upstairs, and Alicia Dial, surprisingly, some good wheels.
Oh, absolutely. You know, there's a lot of great speed, great power from this ball club. I mean, you don't get to double-digit wins in a season for the first time in program history for nothing. They've been playing some good ball as of late, and it's going to be fun to see where they go in this upcoming conference tournament.
And you might have heard me say a little while ago, Morgan Wells at the plate right now, the very definition of a tough luck hitter.
Oh, without question.
This young lady hits the ball hard most every time, but she seems to keep finding somebody's glove.
She finds gaps, and, you know, she has those wheels around the bases, so.
A ball and a strike and a pitch. Of course, you saw the Eagles at Edward Waters a month ago, and we gave you a couple of really good games. And we had you 4-1 in game 2 late in the game, and your bats just woke up.
I'll say this, Tiana scares me every time she goes to the plate. It's could be a home run every time she gets up there.
And the only question is how far will it go?
Absolutely.
She gets hold of it. She can pop it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Morgan Wells. And the pitch, high pop up, right behind the infield. That's going to be caught. And that is center fielder Caitlin Lemung, who's had herself a pretty good day at the plate too, Josh.
Yeah, Caitlin just getting back from some respiratory issues she's had over the start of the year, but it's good to have her back out there patrolling center field, and good to have the entire team back and see what we can do to start making a run here towards the conference tournament.
Josh, I know I've texted you thanks, but now in person, thank you for coming over here unexpectedly last Tuesday. Had some expensive issues.
I totally understand that, Ray. You're a great guy. You've been a great friend for the past few years. Anytime I can step in and fill in those huge shoes that you have over here, it's an honor to come in here.
Of course, we thank Coach Jones for allowing that to happen too. We have to get his approval.
I saw Coach Jones out in the parking lot, shook his hand, told him thank you for allowing me to come over. And we've always had a great relationship between Edward Waters and Trinity Baptist, both of us Christian institutions. Edward Waters, of course, affiliated with the African Methodist Episcopal Church, so we're both definitely have the Spirit of God in all of us, so we're just proud to be a part of what's going on here in the area, and it's been a great rivalry between Edward Waters and Trinity Baptist. So.
Yeah, but you keep winning.
Yeah, you know, hey, somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. I'm glad to be on the winning side, at least for now. We know it's going to turn.
At least you did mention our walk-off home run from Brian Lopez a few years ago.
Yes, I did. I remember that.
You talk about a happy young man.
Yeah, I was watching it on the stream. And I was
Coach Reggie wasn't happy.
He was not happy at all.
That's all right. I got to call that one, and I actually blew out the mic at making that call.
I remember.
I got a chance to say hello to your head coach, Brian Daly. I never met him before this afternoon. He seems like a terrific guy.
He's fantastic. He's really come in. This is his second full year as being our head coach, a 4th year overall, being a part of the Edward Waters softball program, and he has really built a fantastic ball club this year. A lot of camaraderie, and speed, power, everything you can want, and great young ladies to represent Edward Waters University.
As we go to the 5th, it will be 2, 3, and 4 for the Tigers. Jaslyn Lemung, Kyla Gardner, and did Peters re-enter? I might have missed that if she did. She got the base hit, and Nia Williams pinch ran for her and ended up scoring the run. So we'll see if it'll be Nia or Tierra in just a little bit. But your team has really swung the bat here well today. They took advantage of some walks as well, and this is a younger team than we're used to seeing out here also. But 22-7 on the season, your first year in D2.
Yeah, it's fantastic. This year we've been able to play a hybrid schedule, so we'll still be able to compete for an NAIA championship this year.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Next year we'll be able to. We're in our 3-year transition from NAIA to NCAA, so this is year 1. Year 2 we'll be able to compete for an SIAC championship. We're not able to compete at the NCAA level as of yet.
How about your football in the fall? Which
football in the fall, we'll be able to compete as a full NCAA member, but SIAC member, but won't be able to compete for a championship until next year. I see
you're wearing the Atlantic Sun Conference polo. Of course, you know I do some work for the University of North Florida as well, and I got asked to be the PA man for the softball conference tournament. Unfortunately, my classroom duties make it so I can't do anything during the daytime, but if they have anything at night, I'll probably be over there at UNF. Strike 1 to Jasmine Lemung, who has a 2-run single. She's been on base a couple of times, all 3 times actually. 2 for 2 officially, a walk and a run in the first. And she takes this one inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, you have a lot more sports besides baseball, football, softball, your basketball program, men's and women's. Did pretty well this past season, I believe.
They have 16 sports altogether at Edward Waters University. Could be adding some more here in the next few weeks to months to years. So it's only going to get busier for us over there in downtown Jacksonville.
Ball and 2 strikes. Of course, with that reputation now as a D2 school, you're probably even more likely to, as the throw goes to first in time. So that'll be a strikeout and a 2-3 on the putout. I was saying probably attract a lot more attention from the athletes around this Jacksonville area, which is loaded with talent in all sports.
It already has. Our phones continue to blow up. Our coaches have done fantastic jobs of bringing young men and women to Edward Waters University to represent our institution nationally. And we're just really excited about it. Our men's volleyball program continuing to get better as we get towards the conference tournament as well. Our first year playing men's volleyball this year. So we're really excited about the direction of all of our sports at Edward Waters.
Tiana Hopkins is on the mound, and she got the first batter that she faced and now has 1 ball, no strikes on Kyla Gardner. Kyla hit that 2-run inside the park home run right down the line. Hopkins made a terrific effort for it and was about inches away from making a diving catch. And then we saw the wheels of Gardner, and she made it around standing up.
Yeah, she's got a lot of speed for a freshman to be able to come in and really affect things in a positive way here at Edward Waters. We're really excited about her future here.
Hopkins 1-4, a 4.25 ERA. She's pitched a whole lot better of late. This is her 10th appearance overall. She has 2 complete games. 1 ball, 1 strike, and this one misses upstairs for ball 2. Tiana has pitched 28 total innings coming into this inning, 26 hits, 31 runs, but only 17 of those earned, 27 walks, and 17 strikeouts. 2 balls and a strike, and a good swing and a foul straight back. And anytime a player fouls like we just saw here, that means less than an inch away from really driving it.
We're less than an inch from hitting that sweet spot, and once she gets a hold of it, it could go a long way.
Kind of surprised we haven't seen a home run yet. Both these teams can hit for power, and the wind howling out over center field most of the game. And the home run was in the park. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and that one fouled off. And Gardner will head on back.
You know, that weather system coming in from the west towards from Alabama and Mississippi, going through Georgia right now. So
well, it spared us at least for now. For a while, we were wondering if we were going to play today. You see that wind, Old Glory out there, almost straight horizontal, pointing out over the center field fence. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hopkins delivers. Hard ground ball. That is fair down the left field line. Gardner will round first. She will head on into second. The throw will be not in time. A good throw, but Hopkins got in under the tag. Now we'll have to see how that is scored. That was a tough play for Haynes, but one that she was close to making. Until I see otherwise, that's, in my book, going to be a double. And Katie Good and Kate Wilhoff in left made a good throw, and Gooden made a really good relay, but then the speed of Gardner got her in under the tag. So is this Peters who has re-entered? Runner at second. And the first pitch fastball misses up and away. Tiara Peters has re-entered. She has struck out, walked, singled, and her pinch runner, Nia Williams, scored the run last inning. You guys have scored in each of the first 4.
We'll take it, see if we can keep it going.
Okay, 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, runner at second. I thought we had her at second, but she made a good slide and avoided the tag. That one almost got away from Wells, but she kept her body in front of the ball, and then the ball in front of her.
Yeah, and I think the thing for Tiara right now is don't worry about the wind swirling. Don't worry about all of those things. Don't worry about trying to hit it over. Just find a nice level swing, find a gap somewhere, and bring Kyla in from second base. And Tiara's shown great leadership this year. She's a junior college transfer from USC Salkehatchie, and to be able to play some junior college baseball, softball, I should say, to come in and lead this softball program in her first year in purple and orange. So she's just been a tremendous asset to what we've been building at Edward Waters.
Emma DeVivo is now playing second base. Jordan Hartung has taken over in right field. We're talking with Josh Jackson, the SID and play-by-play voice of the Edward Waters University Tigers. As ball 3 misses up And Hopkins falling down in the count. And Josh, I know we started early. Did you see the big news before the game?
I did hear someone got proposed to before during the senior day festivities. So I didn't hear who that was.
That would be our lone senior, Brittany Fry.
That's fantastic.
We had our senior ceremony. She had no idea that her boyfriend had walked out behind her while she was facing us and dropped to his knee, and she turned around and got the surprise of her life.
That is awesome. Congratulations to Brittany.
3 balls and a strike. And ball 4 misses up and in, and that will put 2 on with 1 out. And the first walk allowed by Tiana Hopkins. Some things are just more important than the ball game. I know it's hard to believe at times.
Yeah, absolutely. Because after this, it's life. So that's definitely a great thing, and I know she's a fantastic young lady, and I know
she is, and her sister Mackenzie too.
Absolutely.
And the first pitch, and that one misses inside for ball 1. I had no idea what was going to happen. I was told right before I started to stream the ceremony, so I made sure we kept the camera rolling.
That's fantastic.
So Brittany will be able to go back and watch that for herself now.
That is fantastic.
1 ball, no strikes. Hopkins delivers a line drive headed toward the gap. That's going to get over the head of Wilhoff up against the fence. Gardner will round third. She will score, and an RBI double for Brooke Rice. And the Tigers lead now 8-2.
Beautiful shot there from Brooke Rice, finding that left center field gap, turning the left fielder around and allowing Kyla Gardner to use those wheels to get around and score.
Hey, your team's hitting the ball. There's just nothing to say about that.
Oh yeah, when they're rolling, it is very hard to stop, and they just continue to just impress me as each game goes along.
Valeria Johnson is at the plate. She's 0 for 1. She's been hit by a pitch, scored a run, and drew on a walk. And the first pitch in the dirt. Morgan Wells is pretty new to the catching. She did a little bit last year and has taken over as one of our main catchers just a few games ago. And the sophomore is looking pretty good back there.
She knows what she's doing back there behind the plate.
1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. High pop up, and this one's going to hit the net. Oh, got to make the play. That's Caitlin Lamont. She didn't have her glove with her.
And, it happens. She's a little rusty, but she's getting back to the swing of things.
She's not rusty with the bat. She's 2 for 2 already and been hit by a pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third. 1 run is in, and the pitch. And a changeup dips a little too soon, and that's ball 2. As we said before, Trinity Baptist still a very young team, but the experience they get, this team is getting better and better and better. They can avoid some of the mistakes. The games we have won is when they have made very few mistakes in the field. I pop up, and this one is out of play. And I believe when we went downtown to play you, I think there was 1 error in 2 games, and we played 2 really good games. And like I said, we almost got one on you.
Very sound softball program that Coach Bennett has, and again, we're just really impressed with what you've been able to do.
She was a member of that 2000 FSU national champion, so she knows a little bit about softball.
Oh yeah, but playing for Coach Joanne Graff, I believe, out there in Florida State, so another college softball Hall of Famer. So she comes from great stock out there in Tallahassee.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Hopkins ready, and the pitch. Ground ball towards third. Haynes will lift the runner back, throw to first, in the dirt. Everybody is safe, and the Tigers get another run. That's going to be an error on the third baseman, and an RBI credited to Johnson. It is 9-2. Rice advances to third, and Johnson is aboard. You know, my son Dean normally helps out. We have Rebecca over here running the camera, but without Dean here, I'm kind of having to do everything else myself, including the scoreboard. He's in class. He, for some reason, thinks class is more important than the game. And Hopkins delivers the first pitch. The throw will go to short. Gooden is going to apply the tag. No! Johnson in under the tag, and that'll be a stolen base. Gooden was a little too far in front of the bag, and Johnson made a good slide to the back. Coach Bennett now coming out to the mound. Now, I like to brag about Dean a lot, a senior at UNF, where both you and I graduated, and my wife, Dean's mother, also graduated there. And We're just proud to see the progress he's making. Of course, you probably saw my Facebook post. He got that paid internship this summer. $25 an hour.
He's doing a lot better than
So
me.
imagine if he can end up full-time there.
Hey, we'll take it.
He's slated to graduate in the fall. He still has a few more classes there, but he's a graduate of Trinity Christian Academy here on this same campus that we share with Trinity Baptist College, and played some baseball for a while. Kind of lost the love for it as he got a little bit older and started to think a lot more academically, and all I can ask for him is that he does the best at whatever he does. He gives it his best effort. Good, godly young man, too.
Absolutely, great young man.
No balls and a strike, one out. Runners at second and third. 2 runs are in. If just one more scores, that would be 8 runs. We do still get the bat in the bottom of the 5th, though. No balls and a strike, and a pitch. Misses upstairs. Or was that the first pitch? They might not have cleared off the scoreboard.
You know, the message for Coach Bennett in that huddle had to have been communication. So he always stresses communicate. You got to be able to talk on that error and on that allowing Valeria Johnson to advance from first to second. You got to be able to communicate a lot better.
The count is right at 1-1. That was a strike on the stolen base. So now 2 balls and a strike outside. Again, that's going to come with more and more experience. Other than Brittany, we have 1 junior and everybody else sophomore or below. So 2 balls and a strike and the pitch. Just missed the top of the zone, and it's 3-1.
Real funny story. Of course, I'm the announcer over at Edward Waters, and when Coach Bennett comes over and I'll play the music over the loudspeaker, you'll always see her there on that third base line dancing, and it's just funny to see. She's a fantastic lady to talk to.
She's a very fun-loving lady. Good pitch by Hopkins. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good take by Caitlin Lamung. It wasn't the one she wanted well ahead in the count. She flinched at it and then realized she probably couldn't have done much with it. So great pitch and a good take.
Very patient hitter.
Caitlin Lamung has singled into center and scored, been hit by a pitch, and last time up drove in 2 with a base hit in the left. And she's trying to repeat that performance now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. First base is open. Hopkins winds and delivers in a high pop-up that'll get out of play. Your team doesn't strike out a whole lot. They'll battle like this and then eventually get one that they can handle.
Absolutely. They're very patient. They're very deliberate in their approaches. They have great approaches at the plate, and they're going to battle you. They're going to battle you until that third strike, or they're going to find a way to get on base.
120 strikeouts, but you played 29 games. That's a pretty good average. Here's a 3-2 swing and a miss. Of course, right as I say that.
You spoke it into existence, right?
Both outs are sitting on the strikeout. Passion Mills at the plate. Talk about someone else who can run.
Oh, yeah. Smallest person on our team, standing at 4 feet and 8 inches, but she's got a lot of heart, and she's definitely going to be missing her senior year this year, so we're going to be celebrate her in our doubleheader later this month, but we're really excited about her progress in her future as she graduates here next month.
She has a sac bunt and has reached on an error and popped up. So 0 for 2. 1 ball, no strikes. And this one might have been a little generous outside corner, and it's 1-1. Of course, I've seen Passion play here for the last couple of years as you guys have come over to visit. She's always impressed me. Like you said, what she lacks in size, she makes up for with effort, with a lot of heart. And she looks like she loves this game, too.
She does.
Haven't really talked to her personally, but I can see the smile on her face and how well she gets along with the teammates.
Just the happiest person that you can meet. She's very sassy, but she definitely has a lot of heart and really a great person to be around.
The 1-1, and this one in the dirt for ball 2, and it's starting to get a little bit darker clouds overhead now. Well, this is an official game. We played 4 innings. And we weren't sure we'd play at all as we looked at the forecast, and I checked a few of them over the weekend. A ball and a strike. And the 1-1 on the way. Mills drops down the bunt. That's a fair ball. The throw to first. Throw back to the plate. And it looks like everybody is safe. I could not see the first base umpire. I was watching the runner. He was over near third. Mills beat the throw. And then Rice scored on the play as well. So give Passion Mills an infield single on the bunt and a run batted in. Also on the play, Johnson moves to third. 2 outs, 3 runs are in, and it's 10-2. And that was a big run because now that's an 8-run lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job there by Passion. Everyone was back. No one was playing the bunt. Decided to lay the bunt down, use that speed to get up the first base line. That was another run to cross here for Edward Waters.
Close play. I really couldn't tell from back here. And we were watching the play at first. The base umpire over near third, so I didn't see initially what he called. That's how close it was. It's one of those that could have gone either way.
Absolutely.
Lane Sane, she's had a rough time
It's
at it.
actually Gracie Mejia at the plate right now.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice the pinch hitter.
Coming in, yes.
So Gracie Mejia, thank you, Josh. Coming up to the plate, batting 400, 8 for 20 on the season with 4 RBIs. And the first pitch taken for a strike, no throw. They probably weren't getting Passion anyway.
And she'll likely get the starting game 2 in the circle for Edward Waters.
Is that Passion you're talking about?
That's actually Gracie.
Gracie, okay. Good, we don't need to see Milani. Save her for your next game. No balls and a strike, and a good swing and a foul back. Kind of hoping that Milani might just want to take a night off for once.
No. Every time she gets in the circle, she wants to win. You don't just
9-2, she's won most of it.
Absolutely.
And a 2.15 ERA against the teams that you're playing. You're not playing cupcakes.
Not at all.
No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Who's been your toughest opponent so far?
Probably Florida National and Coastal Georgia earlier in the year. Had some close games with Coastal Georgia. Dropped them up there in Brunswick, and had a tough series, last series out against Florida National down there in Miami Gardens. So try to turn the page and move on from there.
Line drive into center field. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. The ball gets by Rodriguez. Mills will score, and it is now 12-2.
Gracie's mom, Miss Sonia, probably watching over there in Tucson, Arizona.
She is. I've seen her name pop up.
She's got to love what she saw there from her little one there, getting a nice shot up the gut, finding the center field gap, and clearing the bases and allowing 2 more to score.
4 runs are in the inning, and here is Jemiah Holmes. She has walked twice, 0 for 2 officially, plus a stolen base and a run scored. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner. Eagles will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom half. Kate Wilhoff, Elizabeth Rodriguez, and Crystal Haynes. Tigers have played some really good defense today, too.
Absolutely. That's one of the things that Coach Daly stresses. You got to play solid defense if you're going to have any success.
Swing and a miss. Wells with the throw to first, and the runner's back in time. Holmes came in hitting over 300. She's down now, no balls, 2 strikes, and a little blooper is going to be caught by Haynes, and that ends the inning. However, 4 runs for the Tigers, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 12-2. Well, Josh, maybe we can get a couple on the board and at least keep this game going.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I know it's going to be some an uphill battle here for the Eagles, but Coach Bennett's going to get our Chargers ready to go and see what they can do. See if we can extend this for a couple of more innings.
Like you said, she's not going to let this team give up. They're going to play hard till the final out. Because they're not playing just for today. They're playing for the rest of this season. And the season we've had, under 500 may not look on paper all that impressive, but we played mostly the NAIA Sun Conference, and you know how powerful they are. Now we're playing you a D2/NAIA program, and they've really done a good job this year with the little experience that many of these players have had. We have a lot of new faces on our team this year. Only 1 senior, 1 junior on our roster. Coach Bennett has gotten them not just to play good softball, but gotten them to really enjoy being together out there on the field, too.
Absolutely. And, as the years go along under Coach Bennett's leadership, with all of the great softball that's around our area here in Northeast Florida, this is a hotbed for softball. So being able to go out and recruit and bring more players here to Trinity Baptist with the great things that you got going on here, it's only going to get better for Coach Bennett and these Eagles.
And you're talking about good softball, the University of North Florida.
Yes, indeed.
They are, I don't remember exactly, but there's something close to 28 in under 10 losses. Really, they had a trouble with FSU in Florida, but who doesn't?
Exactly.
Take those games off. You know you can't, but take those games off. And this team, this team is dynamite. They're playing in a much tougher Atlantic Sun Conference this year, and Liberty University is a class act in both of those, men's baseball and women's softball. But UNF softball this year has an excellent chance of winning that conference tournament. Here's Kate Wilhoff. She is 1 for 1 with an RBI. That came in the second inning, and she takes the first pitch high.
New pitcher in the circle for Edward Waters, a freshman from Delano, California, a transfer from Jackson State, and Juliana Tabian.
So Sablon has 4 innings to her credit, 2 runs, only 1 of those earned. 1 ball, no strikes to Wilhoff, and she takes a fastball high for ball 2. Wilhoff came in hitting .333. She picked up her 6th RBI of the season. She's now above that .333 with a 1 for 1. Eagles have to rally. They're trailing by 10, and we're in the 5th inning. Tabian's pitch, and it looks like she's just having a little trouble holding on to the ball.
Yeah, probably in the dugout a little too long, trying to get used to things, get back in the swing of things, and find a strike zone.
I want to thank Jamie Bird for opening up what's really the high school concession stand.
Okay.
But he got a key recently, and he's been great at letting us in here, a little shelter from the coming rain. And we've enjoyed our little makeshift press box the last few doubleheaders. 3 balls and a strike. There's Trinity Christian Academy, a very, very good high school softball team in Northeast Florida. Much younger team this year, but still very powerful. Ball 4, and Wilhoff is aboard. That's one thing she will do. She'll take the walk. She does not chase pitches. And she, like many other Eagles out here, has some really good wheels.
And Coach Ellison going out to the circle to talk to Juliana, get her to settle down. Her first year as our pitching coach for the softball program at Edward Waters.
Elizabeth Rodriguez will bat next. She grounded out to the second baseman, her only trip up so far. Eagles have put the ball in play, only a few strikeouts, but as we said earlier, Tigers making the plays, and there's some good arms out there on the field too.
I think the message for Coach Ellison is, hey, let your defense work for you. If you're having some issues, let your defense work for you. You've got a lot of arms out there in the outfield and on the infield. Just let the defense work for you.
Well, Crystal Haynes hit a line drive to right to start the ball game, only to have a 9-3 assist from Jemiah Holmes.
Yeah.
That was a bullet of a throw too. Rodriguez with Wilhoff at first, takes the first pitch outside, and Wilhoff trying to draw a throw with nobody covering. Eagles, though, down by 10. They're not going to take too many chances.
No.
They need to score at least 3 to keep the game going. It's 12-2. Remember, 8 runs after 5, and the game is over. 1 ball, no strikes to Rodriguez. Pitches outside, Wilhoff on the move, the throw down a little bit late, and Wilhoff in there with a stolen base. So Wilhoff maybe taking advantage of Tabian, who's had a little trouble finding the zone to start things off. Misses outside for ball 2. It was a good throw, but Kate Wilhoff got a good jump, and she can run.
Solid throw there from the freshman Brooke Rice, who's been a fantastic catcher for Edward Waters this year in her first year in purple and orange.
Wilhoff now perfect in 11 stolen base attempts on the season. She gets a huge secondary lead to throw down. And again, trailing by 10, Wilhoff trying to draw throws. Last thing the Eagles want is a base runner taken off. 2 balls and a strike. Rice is coming out of there ready to throw the ball.
Absolutely.
So runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top of the order due up next. 2 balls and a strike. And that one is outside to throw to second, and Wilhoff is back in time. That looked like a design play, maybe to see if Wilhoff thought that would have been a bad throw and try to take off for third. 3 balls and a strike. Juliana Tabian on the mound. And ball 4 is low, and the Eagles have 2 on with nobody out in the top of the order. Crystal Haynes coming to the plate. She's our leading batting average hitter. She came in hitting .365. She's 0 for 2, but she's hit the ball very well both times. Told you about that line drive. Nearly got one out of here. It was caught on the warning track in center by Lamung.
You want to talk about extending the game. This could be a situation with Haynes up at the plate. Wind still blowing.
Not quite as hard,
Yeah.
but still blowing out. Of course, she's very used to this field, being a Trinity graduate. And that one was foul tipped into the mitt, and that is a live ball. I remember a game in the then Class 4A playoffs on this field in high school, and Crystal Haynes hit 2 home runs and 2 balls that both hit the top of the fence.
Wow.
She was less than a foot both times from 4 home runs in one game.
Wow.
That was a playoff game, too.
A lot of power, a lot of familiarity with this complex.
And she played some at Tallahassee Community College, transferred back here to TBC last year. Officially a junior. Remember, the players get their I don't want to say that word, but they get their 2020 season back. I want to put that as far behind us as we possibly can.
Without question.
So officially, Crystal on the field, classified as a junior. No balls and a strike. Wilhoff at second, Rodriguez at first, nobody out. Eagles trying to score some runs to keep this one going. And the pitch, line drive into right field, but that's going to hang up and be caught. Throw to second is in time. That's a double play. That is Jemiah Holmes. We talked about her arm, and that's her second outfield assist of the game, and there are 2 outs.
Again, just a freshman out there in that right field, just patrolling it, making the catch, making a great throw to second, and getting the double play there.
Freshman from Louisville, Georgia, Jefferson County High School. Saw Louisville, didn't quite see Georgia yet. Reminded me of Kentucky, obviously. But what an arm that she has. That's her second outfield assist. Hey, let's congratulate the Kansas Jayhawks while we have the opportunity.
Absolutely. How about coming down from double digits down and being able to come back and get built off the second national championship there, up there in Lawrence, Kansas. So congratulations to Kansas. But I know Hubert Davis and the Tar Heels will be back. It's a great run they had this year to get to the final game. And, they're not going to go away anytime soon.
Of course, a surprise, St. Peter's.
Yes.
What a run they had. North Carolina knocked them off to get to the championship game eventually. Swing and a miss. This is Jordan Hartone, who's had a tough day. Nope, this is Amber Weiss, who is batting for Jordan Hartone. Running my mouth a lot, not paying attention. So Amber Weiss at the plate for the Eagles. Down to their final out, because it is a 10-run lead for the Tigers. High pop-up, shallow center field. That's going to be caught by the shortstop, Jasmine Lamung. Either way, I was about to say Lamung ready to make the catch.
Yeah,
I would have been right.
One of the twins.
And that's the ball game, and that'll do it for game number 1. And hopefully we'll have game number 2 as the skies are starting to darken here on the west side of Jacksonville. Milani Sablon, the winning pitcher, 4 innings, 2 runs, but just one of those earned. And unless I'm mistaken, she allowed just a couple of hits. Walked 1 and struck out 4. Cheyenne Simmons takes the loss for Trinity Baptist. Well, we're going to go ahead and stop this feed now. And right now there's no rain, but the dark clouds are starting to roll in. So unless you hear otherwise, look for the live indicator in about half an hour, give or take, as game 2 is ready to get underway. But just in case, let's congratulate Brittany Fry. And I don't know her now fiance's name, but what a way to start the game, win or lose.
Absolutely. Again, congratulations to her from all of us at Edward Waters for being able to have a great career here at Trinity Baptist and now be able to be a bride-to-be and a wife-to-be. Just fantastic. So congratulations to her on a great career, and best of luck to her in the future.
All right, we're talking with Josh Jackson, the Sports Information Director and the voice of the Edward Waters University Tigers. Hopefully you'll be able to stick around for game 2. And
we'll see. Yes, sir.
We're going to go ahead and stop this feed now. And again, we'll pick up a new one right as the players are on the field ready for game number 2. If we're not back, that's only because the rain has started.